When I was in college, I took Calculus 2. I'm sitting here struggling, just suffering.
Right.
And I just asked the TA, I said, why are we learning this? Why would I ever need this?
Here we go again.
We're learning all of these irrelevant things.
Yes.
We don't learn personal finance. We don't learn communication. We don't learn conflict resolution.
Why is this argument always presented in this ridiculous false dichotomy? Like, why did we learn all this advanced math, but we didn't learn about personal finance? And it's usually presented in this way by people who have probably thought about the educational system for just about 2 seconds, but they're ready to express their opinion and their criticism, even though they seem to have no idea about how the educational system works. Colleges and universities are also known as institutions of higher education, and they are supposed to provide a higher education, some education that is broad in one concentration or major area, and that also allows for a very deep education for the students to be prepared for a very specialized world. I'm all for teaching students how to manage their personal finances, but that is not what an institution of higher education is supposed to provide. That is supposed to be topics that hopefully students are learning in middle school and high school. And it is not a choice, one or the other. They can be doing math and they can be studying personal finance. And in fact, learning some math will help them do better with their personal finance. But it's not one or the other. And in college, yes, we teach courses that are very advanced and specialized, because when we teach Calculus 2, there will be students there that for them Calculus 2 is terminal and they're not going to go into anything specialized, but there will be students there who are going to be engineers, mathematicians, physicists, and they need that content. And there are students there that they do not know yet what they're going to be, so they need to take some courses to keep their options open. And if they are trying to figure it out and they end up deciding to be an engineer, they have that knowledge so that they can keep going into a more specialized topic. But even among those students that take Calculus 1 and Calculus 2, and they don't go on to other mathematically heavy fields, we think taking calculus can be very useful because we're teaching them how to learn mathematically and how to approach problems and situations in a mathematical way. And that mathematical way of thinking is something that is transferable to solving many other types of complex problems, and we think we can be very valuable in their future.